Will software even exist at the end of the year? I'm too afraid to release anything because somebody's just going to vibe code it. Can't N8N do all of that anyway? These are the kind of conversations that I'm having with JV partners and colleagues and people that I've been launching software with and joint venture partnering with for the last 20 years. And it's true. You know, you can vibe code anything. And I'm a huge fan. I've spent hours, hundreds of hours in Lovable and creating amazing platforms for myself, for my own use, and creating social media platforms and other applications inside of that framework as well. I'm a huge fan, but there's a massive difference between launching an app and running an app commercially. But here's where I think software will change. And if you're creating anything in the space right now, it's a hard time to be a software engineer. It's a hard time to be a software entrepreneur because creating something is not unique anymore. You can vibe code it in a weekend. That's the claim, or you can. Somebody can take AI or build it in N8N or Make or whatever. It's a tough time, but here's what's real. The little bubble that we exist in really only reaches a couple of million people at most. I mean, Alex Hormozi, huge fan, massive fan. And as public as Alex is, you think he's got 4 million subscribers, it's a drop in the bucket. So what I mean is, for everybody, certainly myself, when I see my Facebook feed, it's just full of the latest and the greatest in the AI, and we're thinking to ourselves, oh man, can't I just like vibe code that or whatever? Somebody releases something new on AppSumo or wherever every 2 minutes. But there's also a truth behind it, that there are hundreds of millions of people that don't want to be bogged down into Bolt or Lovable or don't even have a clue about vibe coding, but they do want what the app can do. So there's a huge opportunity right now. So here's what I see happening in the software world, and this is what I'm really excited about. Software used to be shipped, as in updated. The company behind the application would do a new release, a new feature set, push it out to the public, and all of the public would go, great, something new, it's amazing. And then as a software owner, I would see hundreds of people say, hey, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do this? Can I do that? And we'd say, great, these are fantastic ideas. We'll push them out in the next release. But here's the difference. AI now allows you to change something in the software to suit you immediately. So in our AXUP program, for example, which builds sales agents so you can find your ideal clients and connect with them, etc., you can use the AI assistant to do things in that program that are unique to your business. And that's where I think the real advantage with AI and traditional software is that you can actually get software now to do what you want it to do, built on a framework that is commercial. So speaking of which, the last 2 days, if you've been watching my videos, I went all crazy on Claudebot because suddenly I found an AI app that would act for me, be my Jarvis voice command, send an email to this person. I woke up this morning to an absolute flurry of people saying security risk, it's dangerous and whatever. And I freaked out. I don't know enough about it. Sorry, excuse me. I don't know enough about it to put those fears to bed, so I literally switched it off like, cool, okay, cool, don't know enough about it, bog out. But here's what impressed me, and here's where I think software will be going. Action on command, so do this for me. That's really what the whole Claudebot thing was all about. Being able to act independently, so go scour my email address, do this for me. Programs like Manus are amazing for go and create this, research a bunch of documents, put together a file and present it to me in a presentation format, all of that kind of stuff. So I think what we're going to see with software and the opportunity for you is you have an opportunity to create the things you want to do. So even after that Claudebot fallout today, I'm thinking to myself, I could vibe code what I wanted it to do and keep the safety rails around it. And it's given me the idea of what I want to do. So the opportunity is I can build what I want to build. But there's also a massive opportunity to solve problems quickly for other people. So thinking about AI as an entrepreneur, this is what I'm doing. I'm thinking, where are there problems and how can I solve them? And then the next thing that I'm always thinking is there a market for this? The social media application that we're building at the moment solves just two massive problems that we had. And we're thinking, do other entrepreneurs have this problem? Hundreds of them, millions of them. Yes, cool, let's go down that path. Are there other applications that do this already? Probably. Do we just want a couple of $1 million market share? Yes, definitely, that'll do. So you can create things for yourself. You can get software to move with you. but don't disregard the fact that whatever you create, there's a market, or there might be a market where people are already busy doing other things and they don't necessarily want to steal your idea or code it up for themselves. So there's still huge opportunity in the software space. I believe that software will be different in 5 years. Big applications where you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to install an ERP system probably will take a hit because somebody could build something custom. But at the same time, those big companies have the support and infrastructure behind it. And if you're running a $100 million company, you're not going to want to risk having something custom built with no support behind it. So there will always be a place for the big deal. So here's what you can do as an entrepreneur. Here's what I'm doing as an entrepreneur. Finding and listening to the market, seeing what's out there, educating myself every morning, coffee, watch a couple of YouTube videos on a particular topic, whatever interests you. Find those problems, solve them for yourselves, use AI for productivity for yourself, and see if there's a market for things that are out there, and just keep your ear to the ground. That's me, that's my daily update. My Claude bot is switched off. I look forward to jumping back in on my next AI tool or building one myself. What are you working on? I'd love to hear it. So software will change, entrepreneurs will always be around. Let's use AI to solve problems and see if the market can flex with us. See you next time.